Welcome to match number 27, live from Sharjah, from iconic cricket stadium. Zalmi versus Karachi Kings. It's a must-win game for Zalmi, otherwise it's goodbye and good night for them. Karachi Kings lost the Super Over contest, and Karachi Kings won the toss and elected to bat. Peshawar Zalmi there, Hafiz and Kamran Akmal. Smith at number 3. Wessels is still in the playing 11. They need a lot out of him. Saad Naseem is a good all-round cricketer. He's a leg spinner and he can bat in the middle order. Then you've got Liam Dawson, who spun the ball marvellously well. Darren Sammy leads them well. Umaid, Hassan Ali, Wahab Riaz and Samin, the fast bowler. Darren Sammy batting after winning the toss. Karachi Kings, led by Owen Morgan, is reporting for duty and in as a skipper. Imad Wasim is still not 100%. Babar Azam, 350s in the last 4 innings. Colin Ingram can hit the ball a mile, so they've got a good settled middle order. And it looks to be in good shape. Shahid Afridi lends them a lot of support as an all-rounder. I've got Michael Slater and Bazil Khan here with me. What do you think was going to be the top 2 sides then, Slats?
Well, I've always thought the Kings had a very strong lineup, and I'm expecting them to click and get something going very shortly. It needs to happen today. Well, they've got to win one of the next 2 to qualify, so it's a big game for them. Obviously a big game for Zalmi. United to me are going to be 1, and I'll say Kings number 2, Quetta coming in 3rd. But Multan, what about a nervous weight they've got? They've played their 10 before anyone else, but it's so exciting this time of a tournament because it's so simple for the teams that have not performed well. They've got to keep winning right to the end, and both sides know that. Zalmi, it's just 2 out of 2 and they can be in, and the Kings 1 out of the 2 and they're in.
And you'd want Zalmi to win today just to keep that interest of all the sides jostling for that 4th spot. Otherwise everybody will be clear, but you want just that to go ahead a little more, and Peshawar really clicked today.
Yeah, we've seen teams in desperate times to do so well, and so let's see whether they have the heart and the character really to oust a side. Is looking good. Karachi Kings have got most of their bases covered, led by Owen Morgan. Should be interesting, a little contest for him.
Yeah, always difficult, isn't it, for a guy to come in and take leadership of a side. You know, we've seen Hales and Roy come in and they're participating for a few games, but it's a case of coming in and leading a team and not being able to create that real team spirit from your leadership prior to that, or show through your batting the leadership that he wants out in the middle. But he's the style of guy who's capable of doing it. He comes in, they'll respect absolutely what he's done in the game. He captains this form of the game for England, and I just like the style of bloke he is, Rameez. I think if anyone can do it, Owen can do it, as well as get out there and score runs.
That's right. Fresh from a winning series against the New Zealand, and he's come directly from New Zealand to be part of the HBL PSL. He played for Zalmi last year, Owen Morgan. Right. Bit of a tester for the umpires now. Who's going to catch this ball? They haven't had a good time of it in the last couple of matches. This was a dolly. T20 captaincy is obviously different to 50 overs or test match cricket, and I think you don't have time to captain a side in T20. You've got to be quick on your feet and take a call immediately. So from that point of view, I don't think that Owen Morgan will find it tough getting things organized. Hafiz is opening, which is a good move. He's the man in form. He cannot bowl, so that has disturbed the combination of the Zalmis to a great extent. So he's got Kamran Akmal as a partner. Yeah, he's been blowing hot and cold, Kamran Akmal, in this year's HBL PSL.
Yeah, both sides, individuals have been running hot and cold, and that's why they're in this vulnerable position. Muhammad Amir, he's got amazing talent at times. He's not bowled at his best, but he can change the course of the game through early wickets, and that's what the Kings are going to try and do now.
Alright, let's go here. Boys, everything seems to be in order. Once again, a glass-like pitcher charger. Looks great for batting. Are we in for another entertaining night? 180 plus, maybe, possibly. What have we got? A slip, 4 men in the offside, 2 in the ring on the leg side. He gets the ball to come back for the right-hander. Still not happy with the sideboard, I think. Yeah, look at the gloss off the pitch, that mirror-like pitch.
Last season when Zalmi became champions, it was the top order that really led them through. Kamran Akmal had a brilliant PSL. Hafiz did well, Tamim Iqbal did well. Joseph Raza and Ahmed Shahab, the cool umpires for the day. And so far, we've not seen the same sort of form. It's when Kamran Akmal and Hafiz and the top order fire, they're a different team altogether.
Oh, that's close, missing the stumps. He got a first ball duck in the last game. Barely survived this one.
Yeah, look, I think it pitched outside leg and then skidded on, and that's the nature of the pitch with a new ball. It skids on and it can surprise the batsman. There's a little bit of swing on offer inside edge as well, so no chance whatsoever. But it's skiddy again. It's a little bit darker, I think, than day one here, and we've gone back to the day one pitch. Akmal is one of the players, like a Ronke, who can set the tone and get away. Hasn't really got away in this PSL. And when he's got out to that swipe to 2 square on the onside rather than thinking down the ground. He loves to hit big, and he's absolutely crucial right now if Zalmi are to get off to this big, quick start.
Oh, hesitation, indecision. You got to be careful when your running partner is Hafiz.
Be a fascinating contest though. Kamran Akmal and Mohammad Amir, they played together in first class cricket till recently, and Hafiz has got a little bit of history with Mohammad Amir, so it should be fascinating where these get along.
Square leg has been positioned for the striker. It's Kamran Akmal staying on strike. Oh, beats him outside the off stump. Very, very circumspect at the crease right now. He's looking to get away, but maybe how he produced that innings where he tried to thrash the ball and was out playing a casual bad shot, maybe still playing in his mind.
Yeah, it worries me a bit, the first 5 balls he's faced, because he looks like he's feeling for the ball. He does look like he's holding back. So therefore, to me right now, he's worried about getting out and not getting going, whereas just trusting the instinct that he bats with when he's batting well.
Well, there should have been more than a run. I think it's a leg by still.
Front pad. But there's still no run off the bat, but he'll fancy his chances through the offside because he likes hitting square on the offside, and Shinwari doesn't really get the ball to swing back in with the new ball.
He's off the mark, but hasn't looked comfortable at all, Kamran Akmal.
No, it's that nervy time at the moment, Rameez. It's nature of the beast, I think. You take in those nerves. You've been told you've got to win both. You've got to just play and play well, and you feel that pressure. And you've got to get that first shot or two away, I think, just to settle, which is pretty normal to batting any day, but particularly when you're batting with pressure, knowing that a false stroke, you're back in the pavilion and you might be going down the tube of losing, therefore being out of the PSL. So that's the pressure they've all got to handle today, and be able to throw caution to the wind when required and take on that calculated risk early, because they've got to make the most of these initial 6 overs.
Pitched outside the leg stump, maybe. Shinwari appears to be extremely keen. How about the keeper, Owen Morgan, there, trying to ask him whether it swung back enough. Pitched outside the leg stump. Few variations to deal with. Pitched up.
The angle that he pulls at WW, unless it's extremely full or it swings back in.
Yeah, and that's why Amir has a better chance, doesn't he? He's got the ball swinging a bit, and it's either Yorker length if you don't swing it, otherwise you've got no chance.
Yeah, this was pretty much on the cards. It's a spread eagle for Shinwari.
Yeah. It's a straight ball. He's just gone early, Hafiz, and he's missed it. Again, I think you probably find that erring to 2 square on the onside instead of going down to the short boundary straight. So there is a moment. He's trying to be aggressive. He's trying to get that first shot away. And he has the castle rocked over. Big start for the Kings. It's 3.
Smith is in. Best of 73. Good shape away from the right-hander's off stump.
Trying to smash this down the ground and got beaten on the inside edge. Maybe just trying to hit it over mid-wicket. Would have been better off just trying to hit straight back where it came from. Comprehensive.
Zingers flying all over, and yeah, cool moment for Shinwari for sure. Not such a cool shot from Hafiz. Yeah, another shape away from the right-hander's off stump. Very good over from Shinwari. 3 for 1. No rhythm in this batting so far from Zalmi. Yeah, not required. Hafiz is technically an efficient player. And as an opener, you'd want to give yourself a bit of time.
So there's Darren Sammy there. Talking to the coach, Sakleen Mushtaq. Good bowl.
Now that's better. Will relax him a bit at the crease. Just a half-hearted shot though, but it went to the fence in no time.
Finally something for Peshawar. Ball's coming back in, but he hits it so well square of the wicket that just a slight bit of room and he can dissect it through the offside. Yeah, Sammy's up.
Yes, hitting the ball down the ground, that seems to be a worry for Kamran Akmal. Is sweet and severe through the offside cutting the ball or flicking it off his pads. But anything pitched up, he struggles. Another day, another opportunity. Yes, we can, Darren Sammy. Of course you can.
Not a bad way to live life, is it? Another day, another opportunity.
Still trying to get a hang of the pitch. I think it's not a quick pitch. It's a straight pitch, but I think forcing the issue square can be difficult. Once again, mistiming a cut shot.
And no real intensity in the batting right now. Kamran Akmal just feeling his way through. One good shot through the offside. Couple of balls that Dwayne Smith played, he got beaten.
It's the pressure that is showing up. It's a must-win game for the Zalmis, and I think they've taken that pressure out there with the bat. Just got to relax and not worry about getting out, not worry about being beaten. Get rid of the extraneous stuff that is hanging in the system.
They're bowling a good length at the moment, and both the batsmen getting caught on the crease. So
yeah, that's better. I think you've got to approach this with that shot in mind. Look to drive the ball down the pitch.
Yeah, with 3 overs gone, it's 8 for 1. They really need to do something. I think it's just straight away you're playing into the hands of the opposition. The power play is going away fast, so Kamran Akmal needs to hit his straps.
I mean, that's not such a good shot. We've seen him to struggle and get out playing this kind of a shot. It's a hoik, nothing more than that. And he goes absolutely square through mid-wicket.
yeah, and I think that's the problem. And we ran a montage of a lot of his dismissals a couple of games ago, Rummies, and they were all in this angle, trying to drag very square. He only has to change your mindset and start to think more down the ground, and you'll get a better path of bat. Won't close the face. You probably still drag it to the onside, but you'll be starting to come through, and some percentage comes back to you as a batsman. So he's just thinking the wrong areas at the moment.
Again, it's an appeal, a stifled one this time. Didn't look too enthusiastic about that call.
But it's all the same from all the batsmen. It's now Smith who's struggling. 5 deliveries without a run. Usman Shanwari scored pretty decently in that first over, just getting the ball to angle away, kept his length, didn't try to do anything different.
Slip's been removed. A few more balls left in the over. So I'm sure Mohammad Amir has something up his sleeve. Maybe a different line. Sorry, it's Shanwari. Yeah, he's targeting the stumps. I think it's a little strange way of approaching a contest, because they're trying to impose their style of batting on a different kind of pitch. I think you've got to adjust to the conditions first and then use the add-ons that you've got available.
Well, I think you've got to remember to move your feet as well. They're just getting caught on the crease. To me, it's not a pitch you get caught on the crease, because it's true. You're either forward, you're back, but predominantly the length they're bowling is excellent. It's just short of a good length, but there's no propping forward whatsoever. The last few shots from Smith and Akmal have all been on the crease, and they look rushed.
Stand outside the crease, maybe. You can do that. So that'll make that driving range much easier to tackle. Once again, playing from the crease. It's a lot of singles and runs have come square in the first 4 overs or so. One predominant reason is because they're playing from the crease. Nothing regarding striding forward and meeting the ball with a straight bat.
Yeah, but I think they're bowling good lines, good lengths so far, and it's testing the tentative nature of this batting approach at the moment. And we've been talking, and we've seen the last couple of days, that margin for the bowlers, if they get it wrong, it's a lot smaller than it was in the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's a bit better from Kamran Akmal. Punish.
Yeah, well, this power play is not working for them at the moment, and this is an indication of what's happened throughout the HBL PSL. Attacking shot percentage, Shah Zalmi, attacking shots 55.4%. It's just slightly higher than Multan, but they're in the bottom two, aren't they? United, the most attacking.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's the first big shot, and it's a gigantic 6.
First time really that they've done it shorter than that good length. Irfan Jr. just dragging it down a little, and Akmal was ready with that baseball hit. Loves clearing that front leg and smashing it. Got the length for it, and finally a maximum.
Perfectly pitched for Kamran Akmal to go for that big shot over long on. Will he go again? Yeah, the idea was to once again go for the same shot.
Yeah, he's gone the same shot. There's a man at deep forward square, and he's sort of trying to pick it up there. Here's the big one down the ground. Gets in a launching position and gets a bit of a shorter length to work with here. And nicely executed in the end. They're only 17. This is the 5th over.
Yeah, straight and 6. That's good batting from Kamran Akmal. He's finding the middle of the bat thanks to Irfan Jr.
Excellent, excellent. That is really good batting now. They're straight down the ground, get a fuller length, bang, over the bowler's head. There's a lot more percentage working your way. So he's got it right, and those 2 shots this over are the feeling you want at the crease. It's been tentative, it's been caught in the crease, and now 2 sixes out of 4 balls. Does this mean he's away?
Yeah, he's had enough, Kamran Akmal, and we saw one which disappeared with a short of a length. This time it was fuller. Head and shoulders move. Still don't know who's winning that.
That kid for sure. He's loving it. Being massaged by the parents. Yeah, the first one went a long way. And the second one was a perfect cricket shot. It wasn't a slog. Issue with the ball. Looked a bit tattered, but didn't look out of shape. Nevertheless, we'll have a little pause here because of change of ball. He's got to see his role as more than a pinch hitter. I think he's a better batsman than being just a pinch hitter, Kamran Akmal. There's been hardly any rotation of strike. He just wants to belt the ball and and look for fours and sixes. I remember Kamran Akmal as a very accomplished batsman who would open for Pakistan in test matches. 100 that he got against India, I think he was batting at number 6, and Pakistan were 4 or 5 down for 25, and he got a 130. I mean, some of the shots that he played was breathtaking. So he's got the ability really to be a normal batsman rather than see his role as a pinch hitter.
Welcome to T20 cricket, Rubbies. I think that's taken over a lot of the batting mindset, hasn't it? You think if someone like, and unfortunately Chris Lynn couldn't come here because of this shoulder injury again, but it's just T20 batting, yeah, and so it's fours and sixes. But he used to be a lot different, didn't he?
Almost scooping that one to the man at cover. So after 5, it's a bit better now.
Ahmad Wasim bowled a maiden to get things underway. Did Mohammad Amir. Can't get a maiden in now, but since we've come back here to Sharjah, in terms of the power plays, Islamabad got to 54 for 1 and posted 185 for 4, and then of course the Lahore Calendars in their power play posted 52 for 1 and got to 186. At the moment, the Zalmi are feeling the pressure of the situation of the tournament. They dearly want to win both these matches. Hogasaf Pakistan were keeping it green and clean and loving it lean here in the HBL PSL Season 3. Smith, he's only got a single off 8. Tough gig. Hello, Darren Ganga.
Yeah, good afternoon, Danny Morrison. Yeah, it's been tough going for Peshawar Zalmi in terms of run scoring. Nice bowling change from Owen Morgan. Mohammad Amir started from the billion end and the swap ends.
There's a boundary and a much needed one for Zalmi, and it's courtesy of Akmal again.
We're into the 6th over. So Kamran Akmal, he's assessed the pace, the bounce of this pitch. He's been there from the start. Makes use of the pace from this Mohammad Amir's delivery. It was short, had no protection. The fine leg is within the 30-yard circle. It was an easy shot to get a boundary.
Two big days, not just for Zalmi today and tomorrow. Of course, they've got Karachi today, and they've got Lahore Qalandars, who are on a winning roll right now, and they got them tomorrow. And of course, Multan will be scrutinising every move and every ball of these matches, because if Peshawar slip up today, then Multan will take their place in the playoffs. And Islamabad Karachi, that's going to be a crunch match tomorrow. Second match tomorrow. Islamabad are leading the HBL PSL. Karachi can go second if they win today. And if they do win, it means that Multan will qualify. Qalandars have won their last 3.
Yeah, hoorah! It's a shame it's a little bit late in the piece.
But that match tomorrow, Danny, that Karachi-Islamabad, and Islamabad have Quetta tonight. The right to finish first and second in the playoffs gives you a real advantage. 6 gone, power play done, 31.
Is going well in the sun. Warm posy to be until the sun goes down, of course. Bringing the changes. Usman Amir. Time for a bit of spin. Pace off the ball.
Well, they are without the skipper. And Usman Amir's got this windmill action. But he's got good control, he's got reasonable control, and in the absence of Ahmad Wasim, he's got to play an important role here with his leg spin.
Indeed, we saw that Quetta Gladiators missed the trick yesterday to introduce their spinners early. Took the attack to Shane Watson and just felt that if you take pace off the ball, always going to give yourself a chance of getting a wicket, especially in the power play, because everyone goes hard.
Yeah, you have to. It's the time to make hay. And that is not the place to bowl, because that has been fatted. Over mid-wicket for 6 more. Smith this time.
Like taking candy from a baby. Dwayne Smith, that's his strong area. It was a short delivery, gave him enough time to swivel. And that bottom hand, the power of the man from Barbados, Dwayne Smith.
Thing is with Smith, that anything short and he punishes you so hard, and if it's over pitch he'll belt you down the ground as well. He's one of the most fearsome short format batsmen in the world, and if he gets on a roll, watch out.
He's lacking a little timing. I think listening to Ramiz Raj in terms of the pressure in the mind for Zalmi. Well, they won the toss, wanted to bat first, doing the right thing. We all think that, we all believe that. But the pressure of the tournament situation, and they're looking for power, are Zalmi.
Danny, Smith opens a lot, so he's obviously taking the new ball. He faces the new ball with pace on the ball, but he climbs in against spin. But it's against pace that he really prevails. Look at that. Look at that average there, runs per over 10, over 10. Against spin, not quite as... Hello, where's this going? It's gone straight back over Samamir's head for 6. That's where that's gone.
Playing for Karachi these days. Here he comes. It is Boom Boom. Just squeeze a single, and this will be interesting for Dwayne Smith, who was 1 off 8 deliveries. Suddenly he's played catch-up with a couple of maximums, and he's striking at 100 now.
I'll give you a little story. Dwayne Smith, when he started playing first-class cricket, he struggled badly against slow bowlers in the Caribbean. But he's developed his game. He was very one-sided, but now he plays all around the arc.
He's trying to. Down he's gone, ski! Boom, boom, there's the pose, the statue that'll adorn all the Pathans in northern Pakistan.
Dwayne Smith will have more work to do against spin this time. Shahid Afridi conquers, gets the better of him. Yes, hitting the inside half of the bat. A lot of bottom hand yet again. Probably was aiming very straight. Goes into the hands of Baba Azam, who makes no mistake. Brief innings comes to an end, 15.
Even though for Peshawar Zalmi, they love the head and shoulders, move for $1 million, and Boom Boom. Oh, it's so close to getting into the castle. Wow.
Shahid Afridi doesn't really try to spin the ball away from the right-hander. He rolls it on. Very similar to Sami Badri. They love bowling to the right-handers. As the umpire will check upstairs, take the review. But they might have just thought that made contact with the pad first.
Yaqub is upstairs, he's the TMO, Asif Yaqub. So he thinks definitely pad, then bat. Here we go. Not at all from that evidence. And straight off the bat.
Yeah, probably the bat on its way down, making contact with the pad. Not really.
It's close to it, but it hasn't touched that pad, and that's... Shahid Afridi was adamant that he wanted to review it, and Owen Morgan asked him, you could see the body language, did it hit his pad, he said. And that's why they've reviewed this, so they're going to lose this review.
Right, Wilco, going to lose it. There we go, confirmation. So the review is gone now for Karachi, the rest of this innings. Very full for a change from Afridi, and it is over to the new man. Ricky Vessels has come in at number 4.
Yeah, well, Shahid Afridi, he's on a high. 2 Man of the Match awards for him, due primarily for his bowling into the action straight away. The wicket of Dwayne Smith in his first over, and he comes on after the power play and just puts a stop to the run scoring from the opposition.
Of course, he's playing against his former teammates here. Afridi knows a little.
Served up and lucky, it's only 1.
Well, Afridi's in that list at 3rd, Danny, and I think Darren, you just mentioned it. He's got 2 Man of the Match awards for his bowling this year, Afridi. But he's only hit 2 sixes so far in the PSL. He's been swinging the bat lustily and not too successfully. Now, I've saw Ricky Vessels recently in Hong Kong at the Hong Kong T20 Blitz, and he really got on with it. I hadn't seen him batting like that before. That's the 50 up, and it's come in the 9th over for Zalmi, who won the toss and batted first. Seems to be just a change in captain's decision-making to bat first. We're seeing more of it. Imad Wasim, of course, when he was captain, opted to bat more than he chose to bowl when he was captain.
Yeah, and he was the point of difference, wasn't he, with the captains in the 6 franchises for season 3. He backed himself, loved it, loved being the positive, proactive captain. So, hey, listen, we'll put a score up and we back our bowlers to defend it. Two down for 5-0. And inside out. Here we go. This should be out. Oh, you're kidding! Reverse cup. Who's that? Overseas player. Is that Ingram? I think it's Colin Ingram.
Well, he didn't look confident moving towards the ball. He stuttered a bit. Maybe because he misjudged it initially. Look at that. Had to move to his right.
It's a poor shot as well from Akmal, isn't it? He's well set here. He's the man who's got to carry this innings for Zalmi. Poor shot selection from him. And I can't remember when I saw Colin Ingram drop a catch as straightforward as that.
Oh, any overseas star for that matter. A lot of cricket. Ingram.
Yes.
Normally so safe. Afridi brings a little squeal from the crowd.
They say catches win matches. This is as easy as you get. Cameron Akmal, he's given up already. Spills it.
Bit of turn, got the length right. It's been scooped. Cameron Akmal. Well, again, a little miss-hit. Lucky it hasn't got a leading edge and lobbed down the throat.
Well, look at the position he's in. He's in absolutely no position. He's almost gone at 45 degrees to pluck that out of the air. And there was no question that the sun was in his eyes, because the sun's behind him.
Alan, I'm not quite sure you needed the reverse cup for that. It would have been a simple catch in front of you and pull to your chest. Maybe the ball swung a little bit to his right at the last minute. But you expect someone who's feeling in that region to take a catch on offer.
Now he's still shaking his head about it, Colin Ingram, and he's going to have to put it out of his mind pretty quickly.
Well, the plus side of this for Colin Ingram is that he'll want to make up for it with runs. Afridi pushes it through.
He's got a lot of variety in his bowling, Shahid Afridi. His grip is very different for different deliveries. Bowls a very quick delivery. Majority of the balls angle into the right-hander.
Short. And that's that man Ingram. A horrible feeling, sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach when you're out there and you know you've got to take those. Geez, you have to.
So you talk like a man who's experienced it,
Got
Danny.
Robin Smith at the Gabba in 1990. Off. Chris Harris, goober it long off like that.